guys. So, fast forward 8 hours later, we are back home. This was completely unexpected. Everything just happened, and I grabbed the camera. I don't know why that was my first instinct. Obviously, checking Janice first before I grabbed the camera, but you want to tell them how everything unfolded?
Where do I start, to be honest?
Well, let's just put this out there. We're about on 1.5 hours of sleep right now, okay? So, just let that be known. That's probably why we look dead right now. But
And I literally just got out the shower, so my hair is wet. I had to wash my hair. I hate hospitals. It was disgusting. But long story short, I always have stomach issues since I was little.
they know that.
Yeah, so I honestly thought that I was just having a really bad IBS flare-up, or that I had like my appendix burst. That's literally what I thought, and I was so afraid. I woke up, I fell asleep, and my stomach was hurting, and I was just like, you know what, let me just fall asleep. I'll wake up, I'll use the bathroom, I'll be fine. That's usually what happens. But this was not the case. I fell asleep around, what, you would say like 1 in the morning?
Ooh, yeah, like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then I went to sleep after you at 2 o'clock, but then you got up at 3 o'clock because of the pain. I was still asleep. You came back at 4 o'clock in the room. That woke me up. So it's like, yeah, you're on 2 hours of sleep, give or take. I'm on 2 hours of sleep, give or take. And guys, can I just tell you that this girl, she never, ever, ever wants to go to the hospital for anything. Like, if she's ever in pain, I'll be like, you want to go to the hospital? She's like terrified. She will say no.
Absolutely
She
not.
came in the room at 4 in the morning, and she was just like, I need to go to the hospital. Like, panicking. I'm like, holy God. I just woke up, literally. Like, my eyes were like just opening, and she's like, I gotta go to the hospital. I literally jumped out of bed. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? What's going on?
I was hysterically crying. The pain was so bad that I couldn't even stand up. I had FaceTime Isaiah like 2 times, and I was like vomiting for an hour.
I didn't pick up the calls because I'm knocked
was-
out. My
yeah.
phone's on vibrate.
He
so.
was sleeping, obviously. So after I threw up, it was like at 4. And I'm like, all right, like, I need to get up. I need to tell him that we have to go to the hospital. So he took me to the hospital. And
Well, we had my mom come pick us up
Yeah.
and take us to the hospital because we have no car.
right.
That's just freaking perfect timing. And this was one of my fears of selling my car, is that I'm going to need it for an emergency. And of course I don't have it, but
Maybe this was God showing you that anything is possible.
anything can happen, man. I don't.
But yeah, so I had to get a CAT scan done, and I had to get an ultrasound done. And with the CAT scan first, they felt my stomach and they told me like where the pain was. I could possibly have Crohn's, and that's something that I thought that I might have. So I wasn't shocked. But the results that they came back with, I was shocked.
100%. That was a curveball.
So after waiting for that, they told me that, number one, they can't find my appendix, which I have heard that before, okay?
You know, your other doctor told you before, they were like, you don't have an appendix.
Yeah.
What?
And I was like, what do you mean?
This was a doctor in Florida.
Which, I went to the doctor once and I was like, he's bullshitting, like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But apparently, it was true. So they can't find my appendix, that was one thing. But what they also told me was that I have ovarian cysts. And what was concerning about them was that there are multiple, not just 1 or 2. And they're over 5 centimeters. Now with
Well, you
that,
have 1.
yeah, I have 1 on my left side that's over 5 centimeters. The rest of them was like 3.9 or something like that, which is still big. And that's what was concerning. So they made me go in after that for a vaginal ultrasound to make sure that there's still blood flowing. So I did that, and they confirmed that I have a very swollen, I guess, like, ovaries. My ovaries are super swollen, and I do have pretty serious ovarian cysts. Now all I have to do is follow up with my OBGYN, and he's gonna determine whether I go to get surgery to get them removed or not, or what the next steps are. So I just wanted to tell you guys, I just said he was gonna tell tell all of you like what was going on, but I wanted to make sure that I told you so that way like you hear it from me, you know. So
my plan was to come and do this clip by myself and just let her sleep, but she was like, I want to be the one to tell them. So I was like, hey man, by all means, team player.
yeah. I'm still in a lot of pain. Not as bad as I was earlier because they gave me morphine.
Stop growling.
But I know that it's gonna probably not go away until I get surgery. So the thing now is I might have to get them removed. That might be a possibility. So if it is, you guys will know about it. And now I also have to get a colonoscopy, and I don't know, it's like endoctomy.
I don't know.
They need to
endoscopy.
Endoscopy, yeah.
I don't know.
I also have to do that so they could find out more stuff about my stomach, because there's still a possibility that I could have something wrong with my stomach. I don't want to say Crohn's or we just don't know.
I feel like you already know what's wrong with your stomach. It's just a matter of now we're going to get the real 100% proper treatment for it.
And diagnosis.
I feel like before we were just like beating around the bush with it and we weren't taking it serious enough. And I feel like now it's like we got to stop messing around and you got to figure that out.
Yeah.
And I feel like now, since this happened and now you have these appointments to follow up on, it's going to be getting taken care of now.
Mm-hmm. I tend to like push things like in the back of my head when I know that things are bad, and I know I don't want to hear it, so I tend to tell myself like, oh, you're being extra, but I have
sometimes you are, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes your little IBS flare up, you be thinking you dying. I'm just like,
yeah, but you don't understand the pain.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, remember you got IBS. Don't think you dying. You just got IBS.
Yeah.
But this time it was a different type of pain. This was something serious. As soon as you came in that room, you were like, I gotta go to the hospital. I'm like, there's something seriously wrong, because she never says that.
Yep. So that's pretty much it. A lot of procedures coming up in my near future, so that's lovely for me. So excited for that.
All right, we're gonna get you taken care of. We're gonna get you the best help. All right? I sound like a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna get it figured out so you can just try to be at peace with your stomach.
Yeah, my stomach and my ovaries. Lovely combo.
Yeah, that's a nice combo right there.
Yeah, and like I was always wondering why I was like, lately I've been so bloated. A lot of people have been calling me fat, so hope you feel bad now.
Yeah, you douchebags. You guys were calling her fat, and look at it. She had a freaking problem all on.
Yeah, I have swollen.
Yeah, go stub your pinky toe.
Ovaries.
Yeah, go stub your pinky toe, jerk. Anyway, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This was completely unexpected, obviously, but we figured let's film it out because you guys are a part of us. You guys always get our life updates, and we're gonna continue to update you guys as we go along. But there ain't nothing else to say. I'm like super tired. But
me too, and I'm sorry if this is boring and I talk too much.
I don't think it's boring. I think it's very informative, and it's something that they should know if they want to be a part of our lives.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it, Infinite Fam. We're gonna go to sleep now.
We'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you.
Good night.